like, okay, I'll try it. It was expensive, but I didn't care. I was willing to put, all of my money and investment behind this because it was really the most important thing in my life. So I tried tapping on my face. Some people, I think this is called EFT. I went to a guy, he sat me down, and he starts hitting me here and here and here. I was like, what is this doing? This is not helping, but I tried it for a while. No success. Not for me. Now, I'm not saying this stuff doesn't work for some people. This didn't work for me. I tried aligning my chakras. Spent about $15,000 on a course to align my chakras because I was told that once my chakras are aligned, I could do anything, and money would flow into my life, and women would flow into my life, and I had to do nothing, just sit in a chair. So $15,000 broker. I realized aligning my chakras was probably not going to make my life that easy. So I also tried whining about my issues. Different counseling, different seminars to just talk about my emotions. And of course that helped. I think it's great to talk about your emotions and stuff like that. But in terms of getting results with women, no such luck. Reciting positive affirmations. I'm confident. I'm the best. I'm amazing. Wait, no, I'm not. I'm just saying this stuff. This isn't really working either. Shit. Getting hypnotized. You're amazing. You're confident. You're the best. Didn't work. So it dawned on me after doing all this stuff and spending, I think up to that point I spent about $82,000 on my personal development. I was committed. You got to give me that. I was committed. And I realized that, the outer stuff wasn't really working. The inner game techniques, all the inner game modalities weren't really doing much for me. But I had to learn this. I had to go through that process because if I didn't, I would have still thought oh, maybe it'll work for me. So I don't discount any of this stuff and say it was a waste of time. It was really important for me to do it because I had to come to that realization. But the realization was I knew deep down that if I didn't do the hard stuff in my life, if I didn't tackle my real goals and go after what I really wanted, I would never be the guy I wanted to be. And the biggest one for me was getting in shape. Because at the age of, I think I was 12 or 13, I was in 7th grade, asked a girl out for, I forget, I think I just asked her out to be my girlfriend. I didn't even ask her, I asked her friend. Hey, could you ask Lauren if she wants to be my girlfriend? Okay, calls up Lauren, she calls me back. Lauren's not sure, she'll tell you at school. Go to school, Lauren just wants to be friends. And I decided, okay, she wants to be friends because I'm fat. Because I was a decently popular kid in my 7th grade class. So I decided that I was too fat to be good with girls. So that was a recurring thing. I always told myself if I was thinner, I'd be more confident. And finally, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do the hard work. I'm going to lose weight. And after this conference last year, I decided that I was going to do whatever it took to lose the weight. And I knew myself, and I knew that if I made a bet with a friend where I had to lose the weight, I would lose the weight. And I told my friend, I'm going to lose 50 pounds by December 2nd, and if I don't, I owe you $3,500. And he's like, okay, escrow the money. Shit, okay. So I put the money in a bank account. He had the account. He could pull it out. I had to do it. When I put my ass on the line like that, it was really easy. I didn't lose it the perfect way. I didn't have the perfect method for doing it, but I got the result I wanted. So that was me almost exactly a year ago. That's me in December, and I'm about the same now. So that was huge for my confidence. And it wasn't so much that I was thin, and it wasn't even so much that I was better looking or anything like that. What was huge was I accomplished something for me that was the hardest thing to do in my life. And the confidence that comes along with accomplishment is insane. Every day you wake up, and it's like Christmas, for me, Hanukkah. It's like, oh my God, I've got a good body. I don't have to look in the mirror and feel like a fat ass. So just, having that positive, it's just pure happiness, really. And I'm still riding high from that, even, 9 months later. So that was huge, and that was something that wasn't easy at all. Now, it also wasn't easy to drop all of the pickup stuff, all the gamey stuff, and be direct, be authentic, take risks with women. And I decided that if I was going to be really good, I needed to just get past my BS. I'm going to talk about that in a second. Also, learning to read women's emotions. It dawned on me that you can't just do a bunch of stuff and have them magically jump into bed with you or magically fall in love with you. You have to be, she's a person. You have to be able to read her feelings. And if you're too worried about you, you won't see anything about her. So you have to learn to read people. And women are actually easier to read than men. That's a great thing. Women are, they're open books. Their emotions are pretty obvious. Us guys are good at hiding them. Also, don't be afraid to get physical. Oops. That might be the wrong slide. Sorry. I don't know how that one got in there. Shit. So, I was always scared to make the move. And I decided one day, you know what? I was just going to go for it. Maybe it wasn't the right time. Maybe it wasn't the right thing to do. But I decided two things. If I went on a date with a girl, no matter what, by the end of the date, I would try to kiss her. And if a girl ever slept in my bed, I had to try to hook up with her. Because for a long time, I'd have girls sleep over, just friends, and we'd sleep in the same bed, and I'd stay up all night with a hard-on, tossing and turning, even dreaming about having sex with her, and then waking up like, damn, she's still my friend. Ugh. So it was like the most torturous thing. I don't know if anyone else has experienced that. Anyone else slept in bed with a girl that was just a friend and being like the entire night just wanting to, have fun? So that was a rule too. Those two rules. And lastly, Malcolm Gladwell. Who's read Outliers? A few of you guys. I'd highly recommend it. It talks about what it takes to become just, the best in your field, a world champion. And one of the big points from the book is 10,000 hours. For most people, this is about 10 years, of about 3 hours a day. I think the math breaks down. And I've been doing this stuff now for 8 years, and I've devoted more than 3 hours a day to this for the last 8 years. I've devoted about 5 hours a day. And I'm not exaggerating. I live, breathe, sleep, social interactions, confidence, picking up women, approaching women, in relationship, out of relationship. So when I hit this 10,000 hour mark, I think I hit it probably 6 months ago, I noticed a humongous increase in just my social skills. What I like to say is once you hit a certain level, you become like a social genius. You see things that you wouldn't see before. You think about the stuff on a different level. And you get that from experience. You get that from mentors. You get it from hours and hours and hours. There's no substitute for experience. Now, great quote. Einstein, smart guy. Everything should be made as simple as possible, but no simpler. When you reach mastery in something, you realize how simple it is. In the beginning, when I started studying, how to meet women, how to build confidence, it was this big, overwhelming thing. And now it's very simple to me. And I want to help you guys make it simple. I want you guys to walk out of here and after my speech and be like, this makes a lot more sense. This is a lot more simple than I thought it was. So that's my goal. So this is for you if you want results, but you don't want to compromise your values to get them. Very important. I compromised my values for a long time, and when I got the results, I wasn't happy with the results. You want to maximize efficiency, work smarter, not harder, and you're ready to take action, risk falling on your face, but get the most out of your love and sex life. And I know something about you guys that I can't for sure say about the guys in the camera, but you guys are ready. You're here. You invested to be here. I think that's amazing. Really pat yourself on the back for that. You guys the fact that you're here says a lot. Today you'll learn how to think in a way that gives you a huge advantage over 99.9% of men. And I'm not just saying 99.9% because it's big. If you actually take 1,000 guys, 999 do not think, just you guys sitting here, based on the information that you've